friends, welcome back to my channel, Southern Yankee Beauty. I am very excited about this. I wish I could have gotten this up days ago because this came so quickly, but I had a personal tragedy in my family and it just was not possible. So I'm really excited though because girlfriends, look what is here. What? This is the brand new Pat McGrath Moonlit Seduction. Now this only comes out, she comes out with one big mothership palette a year. So this is it. She will, you know, she came out with blushes and highlighters and some small 4-pan palettes, but her 10-pan she only does once a year. And she will also probably come out with a holiday palette, which is a larger size palette, a great value typically for the money, and I've really been impressed. Actually, the one last year was okay, but the one prior was like mwah, chef's kiss. It was wonderful. So look at the packaging. So we have the iconic Pat McGrath packaging with the gold and the pink and all the beautifulness. Typically she always has the same kind of shades in her palettes, but she does also have a bunch of special shades which really make these new. So a couple details about this. This did go up. It was $125. Now they're $129 for all of the 10 pans. In fact, a lot of the brands have went up a few dollars because of issues in the economy and inflation, supply chain, all of that. So I've already opened this. I've played with it about 4 times. You're going to see my first impressions today. I think I put up a reel when I first got it. Now it's got fingerprints. Oh, actually, I didn't take off the plastic, so we can get rid of all the fingerprints. Ah, there we go. And I'm going to show it to you, but also in here, the shades come and the little card inside. So if you don't have, if you lose it or throw it out, you're not going to know what your shades are. Clean, mine's messy. Mine's messy. Because I've been using it. I've been using the heck out of it. All right, so here are the shades. Always, Pat McGrath comes with 4 special shades. This one, which is on my eye today, is a duochrome. I am going to give you some up-close shades, pictures of it. It's really hard to see in this light, but when you see me do the application on the beauty lights, you're going to see the twinkle, which is beautiful, and then I'll have some rolling at the end as well. We're going to do swatches. So here we go. Very beautiful. So what I liked about this palette, so is in addition to our special shades, we have a duochrome. This shade is beautiful. It's like a taupey gray, silver, brown. I don't know how to explain it. Just gorgeous. You have 3 mattes in here. You have this plum shade, you have this shade, and then you have this darker shade. This is very important to the palette. You need it. I used it on my outer corner to get a little bit more depth. And then usually she always does have a highlight shade, and this is very similar. Now, if you have like other mothership palettes, do you need this? That's up to you. Personally, I collect them. I want them all. So they only come out once a year, so $129 once a year is fine for me. People are complaining that there's the same kind of matte shades in here. There are some similarities in these shades. You do tend to get a pinky look, but let me tell you, I did one with this as a transition shade, and then I used this taupey shade, and I think I used a little bit of this shade over it, and it made a very like kind of fall brown neutral look. Really beautiful. I always feel beautiful in every like look that I do from Pat McGrath. So I'm going to bring you guys down just a little. I'm going to go ahead and we're going to do swatches on these first 4 shades. Then we'll do these 2, and then I'll do the special shades. So we're going to start here. I'm going to tell you the first shade is Skin Tense Glow. So let me show you on my finger. Then we have Rosewood Romantique. We have the Extreme Nocturne. And we have Bronze Devotion. So these are the 4 colors. Here is the Extreme Nocturne. I have bracelets on. Let me take these off. Okay. Oop, almost dropped the whole palette. It's balancing on my leg. Extreme Nocturne. Beautiful. Then we have the Skin Tense Glow. This is the highlighter one, which is hard to see. This is the Rosewood Romantique. And then we have the Bronze Devotion. There you go. There are the first shades. I'm gonna clean up, be back with the rest. Okay, then we have the shade Platinum Dark. It's gorgeous. And Platinum Dusk and Plum Cabaret. Those are the next two. So here's Plum Cabaret, another matte shade, which I used quite a bit of. That's underneath, it's mixed in, it's beautiful. Then this shade I used the other day, the Platinum Dusk. Oh, love it. Look at that shade. I'm gonna take you guys in the light with these shades in a moment, but we're just gonna look at them this way, and then I'll take you in the light so you can see better. Now I'm gonna get into the 4 special shades that include a beautiful duochrome. All right, so we are the duochrome is VR Sextasy right here. You can see it sort of pulls purple. You see a shift of blue, red, brown in here. So this is the one duochrome in the palette. It is flaky and it's absolutely beautiful. When it's really hard to, I feel like this doesn't swatch as well, but it's so pretty. You're gonna see that shift really heavy on your eye. All right, now I'm going into Blitz Venus right here. This kind of looks like a rose gold. This could be a topper. It could be all over the lid. It's just really pretty. Then you have another gold, Astral Gold Lust. Here it is on the finger. Again, a lighter toppery type shade. And then this next one is nice. This is Astral Lilac Aura. This one I have on my inner corner. Hold on. Let's get a better swatch of that. My pinky's too little. It's very light, so it's very hard to see on my skin. It does sit more as a topper shade, which will kind of pop the other shades. So I'm gonna take you guys into the light. We'll take a look at these a little better. Okay, hopefully that shows the colors a little bit better for you. Isn't it beautiful? Beautiful palette. All right, let's get into this eye look next. Good morning. I just got out of the shower. I just did my base on my cheeks, and highlight is the Pat McGrath like Bridgerton blush box. So I used this on my cheeks and this on my this is the highlight I have on. It's like a pretty champagne-y gold. All right, so we're going to get in. I tried tying my hair up, but it's not looking great, and my hair's still all wet. We're going to get into the brand new, released only once a year, Mothership palette. This is the Moonlit, I think, Seduction. Let me see if it says on here. I think it's Moonlit something. Mothership Moonlit Seduction. Okay, so we have, it comes in your regular 10-pan palette. This is the packaging that it came in. One thing to note is the shades are not anywhere on the palette. Well, kind of. There's some stuff on the back. No, actually, I'm wrong. Back here. It's on the back here, the ingredients, and then you have your card that tells you what the shades are. If you lose this card, you're kind of out of luck. You'll have to look online to see what the colors are. We're going to use it for reference. I have used this now 3 times and have created stunning looks all 3 times. However, and I got it early. Oh, I got it so early. I got it within days. The only problem is that I don't think I filmed it. 2 of the looks are in my last vlog, the last 2 days of my vlog, if you want to see those. Because I did address them, and I'm going to do a similar look to the first one I did, because I think it's what most people are going to want to do when they get this. So we're going to be using this shade, this shade, this shade, and we are going to put probably a little bit of sparkle probably one of these or this one over the top of this. This has like a lilac shift. And by now, if you're at this point, you should have already seen swatches on this palette, but I want to do like a first impression, and then I do want to do a video with you guys where I'm actually going through and doing 3 looks with one palette, because you can do a lot with this palette, and it's just a beautiful, beautiful palette, especially if you're somebody who's a little bit afraid of color. This gives you a little bit with your mauves and stuff, and you've got the gorgeous duochrome in here, which is like a blue and purple and brown and red. It's really beautiful. So we're going to use that today because I think most people are going to want to see it. I am starting off with Rosewood Romantique right here, okay? So we are going to start with that. I already have a little bit, let me pull you guys in, of, well, it's not really primer. I have foundation on my eyes, so we're going to see how it does. I did it over primer the other day. It worked fabulous. So we're going to go in and just get started with this Rosewood color, Rosewood Romantique. I actually have a lipstick, if I can find it, from the Bridgerton collection, which is Nude Romantique, which I think would be really pretty. I don't know if I can put my hands right on that shade. If I can, I will use that today on our lips. If not, I'll try to use another Pat McGrath lipstick. I also got in recently, I'm so excited about it, a new lipstick and gloss that Tara Lynn created with Christian Audette. I haven't used that yet either, but that's more peachy, and the tones in here are more, they're definitely cool toned. Still using that same shade. They're definitely cool toned. There's 3 mattes in here. All 3 mattes are very cool toned. Very pretty. It's kind of what you're seeing going on right now in the world of eyeshadow. You're seeing a lot of pretty cool tone shades coming. It's just on trend. So we'll get this going. These colors blend really nice. You're not going to have any kind of an issue with them. They just blend like barely without you even trying. You can just blend them right out. And if you use a primer, I found they stay good. I found with some of the shimmery shades, you may want to use like a glitter glue or something, because I did see that those faded even with the primer a little bit throughout the day. Not awful, but you know, they're very flaky, so they would be better suited if you got a glitter glue down first. All right, now we're going to go into the other rosy shade called Plum Cabaret right here. Let me get a different brush, a little smaller one. Okay, so this is Plum Cabaret. I'm going to darken it right here, get a little bit more of that plum tone in on the outside edge. This is a pretty shade. I can see me using this a lot, and I think this is going to transition really nicely into fall. And there's some like pewter and golds and just really pretty fall shades. I did do, one of the looks that I did last week was a beautiful fall shade. Although I was crying it off in my vlog because I had some upset, which I can't talk about or I'll start crying. So if you want to know, go watch the vlog. All right. Also, guys, if you're new to my channel, when I talk about vlogs, you're not going to find them on this channel. You want to head over to Southern Yankee, just plain old Southern Yankee, and you'll see my vlogs and my fashion content over there. I am having a little trouble getting, keeping 2 channels, so I don't know how long I'm going to do that. We'll see how it continues. If this continues to grow, I may keep it. If it's stalling out like it seems to be at like 200 some people, I may get rid of it and just do whatever I'm going to do on my main channel. We'll see. We're nowhere near getting rid of it yet, so don't worry. I just, you know, this is first year, so this is a baby channel right now. Okay. I am going to deepen it even further with this other matte shade, Extreme Nocturne. This is kind of like a gray-ish shade, and we're just going to put that just in the corner just to give it a little more depth. This is a fabulous shade, and it's very, very important to this palette because it's really the only shade that's going to give you the type of depth that you need if you want. Oh, there must have been some sparkle on there. You can see it right there from, I didn't get it off. If you want to get more of a smoked out look, then you need this shade in here. So I am very grateful that Miss Pat put this in here because this is a must in this palette. Otherwise you wouldn't really be able to deepen any of your shades. You'd have to go out of this palette. So one thing this palette does have is it has all the elements of a really good palette for you. It's got everything you need. I'm going to take a plate that's a little too much over here. To create a really beautiful look and to do it all in one palette and not have to dip out. And you can make several all-inclusive looks without dipping out. So I really do like that. That's a nice little bonus of this palette. All right, so that is blending out pretty well. Maybe put a little too much on this side, but it's going to be just fine. All right. I'm just going to go over with that first shade, that Romantique, up in here, up in here, up in here. Same thing here, just on the edge. Now we're getting into that beautiful duochrome. Actually, before we do that, let's go ahead and put the highlight, which is Skin-tastic Glow. There's always a shade like this in here, and this one's fabulous. It's very icy. You put it right up there. You put it in your inner corner. You could put it all over the lid or on the, like, if you wanted, like, you could put it like halfway over on your lid. I think that would also be really beautiful. We'll probably put that in our inner corner too, but let's actually, before I get working on the lid, I think we should work on the bottom. I'm going to go in with the Plum Cabaret on the bottom here. I really like this shade. And putting some shadow on your lower lash line. You don't have to be as thick with it as I am, but it will make your eyes bigger, look bigger. It's like an optical illusion. All right, we're going to take that dark shade Extreme Nocturne, and we're going to pop that just on the corner. Again, just bringing in a little bit of depth. Beautiful. Now I'm going to take a flat brush here and go into, it's called VR Sextasy, which is a pretty duochrome shade, and it's so pretty. And you're going to see it kind of looks like a blue when the light hits it. It's very crumbly, so you're going to want to press this shade in like that. Look at that. Pressing it will help it adhere though, so you definitely want to do that. The shade is something else. It's absolutely beautiful. I think this is probably my favorite shade in the entire palette right here. Now, I do want to go in with this purple shade. I haven't used it. It's Astro Lilac Aura. Right here, I've swatched it. I'm going to do that on the inner corner, but I want to get it on my brush and spray it first, because again, this is a really flaky, you can see right there the little purple shift to it. It's really flaky. So we're going to spray this baby. And there's a loose hair right there. Get that off. And that's going to come in right here in the middle, or on the inner corner, I mean. Because I figured the purple in this would marry really nicely with the beautiful blue shade that we have going on. Gosh, this is stunning. Pull that up just like that. So you got a little deeper and then that beautiful pop. This is like a sparkly, arcly eye. It's so pretty. And when you feel like you need to look like a fairy princess and you just need the sparkle, Pat McGrath always brings it. Always brings it. I've always been so impressed. And I'll give you my final thoughts too. I think you know what they are, but I'll give you my final thoughts about whether you should spend your money on this palette in a minute. We're gonna put some liner and lashes on. Hold on one second. All right, guys. I did find the lipstick, but first I wanna just go back in with Skin Tense Glow, and let it brighten up our inner corner, right? I do have some fallout as well, but it will. All right, let's see if we can use this. This is, I think, a Sephora lip liner in the color Rum Raisin, okay? I think this is a good color for this lipstick, I hope. Hopefully it's not too dark. It might be a little dark. We'll find out. This is the Nude Romantique 2 from Bridgerton. This is one of my favorites. I'll link this because I think it's still available. It's so pretty. Now, if you want it lighter, don't use a liner like the Rum Raisin. Use like a nude liner or a really lighter mauve shade. I just used a dark shade. I tend to look better in these type of like little bit darker nudes than the light nudes. They don't look good with my skin tone. So, all right, I'm going to bring you in to show you up close how beautiful this is. And then I'm gonna do my hair. So when you see that at the end, you'll see the final look with my hair done. This is what my hair does before it's straightened. It just sort of goes every which way. But let's see here. I'm just going to close my eyes and get close and let you guys see how beautiful. Hopefully you can see the sparkle. I mean, it's stunning. Look at that. You can see that blue right there. That, like, it's like a blue-green almost, blue-green purple, and then you come in and we have the lighter lilac shade. Really, really pretty. Got the little highlight here. I take my highlight in the inner corner up. I like the look of that. I do, looking at it this close, feel like this eye, though, could use a little more, don't you think? Because more is better, right? I don't know. So pretty. So pretty. All right, guys, I'll be back for final thoughts and the hair will be. Hey guys, looking a little worse for wear. It's a couple days later and I realized I didn't give you my final thoughts on our beautiful brand new Pat McGrath palette, and is it worth your money? And like I said, this is a personal choice, but for each one of you. They do only come out once a year, these big palettes, and they're exquisite. I mean, I just don't think you're going to be unhappy. I think what you need to do if you want to try the motherships and get one of these, let me just bring it outside to show you again the beautiful colors. You can really see that shifty color, so it's kind of rose there, and you can see the green and blue there. Just a gorgeous, gorgeous palette. This is a nice one for everyday neutrals, and I think it's pretty user friendly. I just don't think you're going to go wrong with it. The colors are just so beautiful, and they're going to complement so many skin tones. So I do think that anybody that gets this palette is going to enjoy it. I do have it on right now, but I've been laying around and I don't know, it's coming off. I also got a big bug bite on my face that swelled up like a freaking quarter. But I love this. I think this is a good neutral everyday palette. You can get the pink looks, the taupey looks, the gold looks. You've got the blues and the purples in here. It's beautiful, and you have a nice shade for deepening. So do I think it's worth it? I do. The quality is superb, as all of Mother's palettes are. But if you don't want to pay $128 for her palette, you could wait till the holiday time, and she's going to come out with a larger palette with a variety of different finishes, and those are typically around $78. I'm assuming they'll be $80, but you get like 18 shades, I think, in that one. So something to wait for. If you're not sure and you don't want to spend the $128, maybe you'll spend $80 and get more shades and really get to test out her product then. I think that this is a very wearable palette. I think a lot of people are going to enjoy this. Now, if you have a lot of her palettes already, you may feel like some of these shades are repeats, or you have something close or similar. And some of the mauve tones are similar, although not the same, and the gold tones can be similar, not the same. Like, I do think that there's going to be an opportunity for you to get like similar looks with your other palettes. It might be fun to do a look with this with this palette, and then have another palette and see if we can create another look with a different palette that looks the same. I don't know. We're going to play more with this, because I'm going to definitely do another video with this one, trying out 3 looks. But I just wanted to pop in and say, overall, in my opinion, it's a beautiful, beautiful palette. I love that we have 4 special shades again, and I absolutely love that one of them is a duochrome. And the mattes blend so beautifully. They're so easy to do. That platinum shade is just stunning. I don't think you can go wrong. I think you're going to like this palette. But look at all of them and pick a color story that you like best. If you'd like, I can show you my collection. I don't have all of them, but I maybe in one video I can show you all of the ones I do have and swatches of all of them, so you guys can really get a good sense of what you like best. And I'm trying to, as I use the film photos, as I use them, and make sure that I'm putting what palette I use. So there are some photos coming up here at the end of the first eye look I did a couple of days ago. So I hope you guys enjoyed that and found it helpful. Let me know if you're picking this palette up. I'll see you guys all in the next video. You show